Hi, this is Mimi from Mimi's Paper Crafting. Welcome back to my channel. In today's video, we are making my December journal, and we are doing a true junk journal. If you know me, I rarely do this, but I thought I would do it for December this year, and I don't know why. But I have a bunch of stuff here that I bought for decorating my journal, like these fake lights I got from Temu, some charms, this beautiful junk journal kit that I got on Etsy. They're I printed them double-sided. Let me go through them. They're already cut down to size. It is for a 5x7 journal. So they are double-sided. I printed them out double-sided, which was annoying because I'm going to tell you, I never print my stuff when I'm actually at my printer. So this was a little obnoxious, but I got it done. I actually sat down here and did it like a good girl, but there we go. There's all the pages I think we need. Or do I have to print out more? I think I have to print out more. Let me double check. Okay, I forgot that I needed more paper. I did grab my stack of dyed paper, but they're fun colors. I use tie-dye to dye these. They're great. And I grabbed out all of the reds and greens. I'm just going to cut these down to size. They need to be 10 by 7. So, I'm just going to grab a stack and cut them to 7. And then cut them to 10. All right. You suck. Let's do that again. My trimmer was like, no. There we go. And we'll do the same for these. The other ones, like I said, I already cut down. So let's cut to 7. All right. And then 10. What happened there? Weird. Alright, those are cut. Now we just need to get our cover, and I'm using a product box. Now, the problem is, okay, so put these aside. The problem is with my product box is it's not the right size. So we're going to have to, I also fussy cut already all the ephemera. And this kit comes with a spine and a cover. So I have the cover and everything already decorated because it comes with it. And all the ephemera and everything is cut out. And here is my product box I'm using. Now, usually I would use this spine as my spine for my journal. Okay, I paused because I had to sneeze so bad, but it would not come out. But usually I use this for my journal, but my journal needs to be like this. And now this spine is not big enough. I need a 2-inch spine. Okay, because that's what this is. This is a 2-inch spine, but I guess I can use it. It's just a little short. So I think I'm going to use this, but we need to make it stronger. I can't, listen, you guys. I'm going to let you in on a little secret. I'm of the age where things are happening and the brain fog is real. Okay? So you have to bear with me. The brain fog is bad. So, we want to save this part. We don't need to save this part. I'm going to carefully, because we don't want to screw this up, because we know I will, trim off this piece, okay? And then we're going to come through here and we're going to trim off this and this. And what I'll do when this is all trimmed, and we need to make sure we're keeping the right, we don't want this top here. Okay, so we don't want that top. We want this one here. So let me trim off was, come on, what is your issue here? You don't want to trim off. I told you. You guys saw, I think I need a new, I think I'm going to need a new thing. All I use it for is to cut chipboard. So we want this to be 7 inches by 5. So I am going to trim this out a little bit nicer here. There we go. And I'm going to trim, and then I'm going to trim this way to get it to 7. Okay, so now this is 7 by 5, and this will be our spine. I'm going to do the same thing with this one. I'm going to cut this top off, because we don't need this top. Okay, and then that's 5. And then I'm going to turn it this way, and I'm going to cut it to, and then I'm going to cut this to 7. I trimmed off to make it straight, and then 7 inches. So that's 5 by 7, and then I need to get through here. Okay, I had to reach over and find another piece of chipboard. So we're going to cut this to 7, and then, you know what we could do? I could still cut this to 2 inches, right? So let's cut this to 2 inches, and I can just glue these together like this on either side, and it would be, and we can get it to 2 inches. Okay, so that's what we're going to do. Alright, now we can put this away because we are done with it, and it really screws with my camera colors because of how dark it is. Alright, now this stuff is all scraps. Even the chipboard, I don't need to save these little scraps. I have so many scraps of chipboard. Alright, so now we're going to take this, and I'm going to use double stick tape on this. If I can find my end. I'm just going to put it on the outside of the score line of the box. I'm going to put 3 pieces going down. Okay, like so. And what I mean is this little edge here. Can you see that little edge where your box naturally folds? I'm calling that the score line of the box, which it basically is. Alright, we're just going to pull this up. I'm going to take this piece and I'm going to line it up at that line, so we don't want to cross over that line, because we want to be able to fold. See? So we have that down, and we'll do the same thing for this one. Put it on the outside of that line. We don't want to put it on the line or on the other side of the line. We want to put it on, I guess that would be the inside of the line. So since I am making a true junk journal this time, this is probably going to be a 2-parter on making this journal, just to let you guys know. But I very rarely make true junk journals. I think the last time was September Build a Journal last year. I just feel like they take too much time, and I'm just throwing in like my own stuff. My own photos, my own pockets. Alright, there we go. Now we have our nice reinforced spine. Okay. And we have our 5 by 7 journal. Now we need to cover this, especially this side. A lot of people, it's 10 o'clock. A lot of people use cardstock to cover this, but I use craft wrapping paper. Yeah, I use craft wrapping paper. Let me clean some of this up, and I will just roll this out, see how much we need, and cut off an amount that we need. Okay, Doesn't have to cover the inside because I will use paper to cover the inside. Alright, so now we have our piece, and what I'm going to do is cover our spine. Like so, making sure not to cover our natural edge, okay, our natural spine here for our box. And I'm just running it up. This is how I cover my mini albums too. I like to use craft wrapping paper. However, I'm going to tell you, this stuff is from the Dollar Tree and it's very thin. If you want to cover your mini albums and journals with craft paper, either go to Staples or Target or wherever sells like the thicker shipping paper and use that, or wait for Christmas and hope that one of your stores comes out with plain craft paper. They did not last year, so I couldn't buy more last year, which was quite upsetting, by the way. I'm just going to burnish these down. Okay, now I'm going to do my spine first. So I'm just going to pull off all of this tape. I'm going to lay this out. Okay. We're just going to put it down in the middle. It's not straight, but you know what? It does not matter because most of this is getting clipped off anyway. So it does not matter. I tend to cut my paper way bigger than what I need. First of all, this was, listen, I bought this when it was still $1. So I'm not worried about wasting this paper here. I would be better at it if it was more expensive. But when I started using the craft paper to wrap my albums and stuff, I had actually gotten clearance wrapping paper at Joann's after Christmas, and it was like cheaper than what I got at the Dollar Tree, honestly. So if you can get it and it's affordable, it doesn't matter if you're a little off with your cutting, okay? Or laying it down or whatever. Alright, now we're just going to do this side here. And I tend to use double-sided tape because it won't wrinkle like glue sometimes will if you don't get it down and smoothed out right away. It tends to wrinkle. Whereas this doesn't because it's not wet. Okay, this side, and then we will finish this up and finish the inside and get our signatures in, and that'll be this video. And then the next video will be decorating our journal and putting in all the fun stuff. Okay, so here we go. That's that. I am going to, I guess I don't have to wrap it, but I'm going to. Maybe. I don't know, because I don't really need to because it's cardboard on the inside and it's going to get covered. But we will. I'm just clipping the edges. Okay, like so. And we're going to put double-sided tape along the edge of all of our sides, and we'll wrap them over. That is all. And then I will find something to cover I think I'm going to use fabric here, and then I will find paper to use on. I guess I should print out paper from the collection. Let me do that. Okay, that's printing. I'm just going to burnish these down so we have a good seal. And then I'm going to wrap one side, the other side, and then the rest. Okay. Here's the paper. And there we go. So this is what we have so far. But it is floppy. Floppy. So let's do our front. Our front gets this. I may have to trim these down a little bit, or do they fit perfect? Like that. Like this. And then like this. Okay, I think I'm going to trim these down. Trim these down just a tad. I might actually trim it down this. You might be thinking, wow, you're trimming that down a lot. Yeah, I want to actually put another mat underneath to make it a little bit sturdier of a cover and an album. So this one I can just cut down. I don't have to worry about trimming from each side. And what I'll do is I will ink this edge to match this edge. This one though, I have to be careful. So we're going to cut it down and then cut it down again. But we'll ink those edges up so you don't even know. And then I'm going to cut this down just a tad also to match. Just so it matches the size of the other ones. Oh, while we're at it, we might as well cut these, huh? So let's trim this out here. Why is this so big? Let's just cut it to, and then turn it this way and trim this because I see some white. We're going to trim to 7 and then 5. And is this also 5? Yep. Okay, so that's our inside. So all of that is trimmed. I have to find paper. Let me get rid of these scraps. And I need to find, I'm just going to use plain paper. I'm actually, sorry, I'm digging through my paper stash. I'm going to use this pink because I think there's a lot of pink in this collection, isn't there? Maybe I'm losing my mind and there's not. And I have to grab another color. I might be losing my mind, everybody. No, this was not the one with a lot of pink. So let me grab a different color. Oh, here we go. Why don't we use glittery? There we go. We'll use some glitter. Everything's better with glitter. So now we just need to cut this at 4 3/4 by 6 3/4. Okay. So 4 3/4 by 6 3/4. And that is our cover. Oh, I guess we also need one for the spine, huh? So 6 3/4 by 2. There we go. All right. Okay, that'll strengthen our journal up a tad. And I will put those in there. So we're just going to add these to there. And we'll give a little more strength. To the journal. Okay, when I'm done here, I gotta go make sure the boyfriend is up. We have stuff to do. I love glitter. Glitter just makes everything look happier. Does it not? It does. You can't tell me it doesn't. Alright, and then we're just going to take the back, but we want to ink those. I almost forgot. So let me grab my ink. So we want it to match. I think I have to re-ink. And this side, since it's a different color. Yeah, I think I might have to re-ink my ink. Re-ink my ink. Alright. I'm just going to put this down. Oh yeah, that is super festive. Super festive. Do the same thing. I'm going to tell you, I hate re-inking my ink pads. I hate it. It's my least favorite thing to do. But this is no longer juicy. This is very dry. Okay. Get over there. Okay. Put this one down, and soon you'll no longer be blinded by the glitter. Soon. There we go. There we go. Is that not adorable? Look at it. It's adorable. Now I need to cover this, and I'm going to cover these first. Okay, these have to be trimmed a little bit more. I'm going to put these on first and then put the fabric over it for the middle. smidge, a smidge, a smidge. There we go. A smidge, a smidge, a smidge. There we go, that's better. Okay. Let's make sure this fits, and it does not. Look, I missed the, I might have to change out my blade. I've had this blade for over a year now, and I've cut a lot with it. So I may have to switch out this blade. I do have 2 extra blades. My child got this for me for my birthday last year and then got me the extra blades. So I have them. But I also think it just might be because it's thin. It's printer paper. All right, let me go grab some. Okay, I just so happen to have this scrap that only this needed to be taken off, so that's what we're going to use. And I need, oh no, you guys. I'll be back. I have to wait for this to drop down. All right, we should be good. I am just going to put the glue on here because we want it stuck really well on here because we are going to put our signatures through here. And I'm going to use my crocodile and punch holes. Okay, let's just put that lid on and put it upside down. Okay, and then I'm just going to glue down here. And same with this side. I also don't care that this side is bigger than the other. Doesn't bother me. This is like, it's not that kind of journal. Okay, I'm just going to use my, and there we go. Okay, here we go. All right, it is adorable. Now we got to do our signatures and get those in, and here's our papers. So that's 2 of these in each signature, like that, and then we will split these up. So 1, yep, I thought so. I'm like, wait a minute, there was another one that had, all right. So now all we're going to do is fold these in half and get ready for our signatures. Let's be smart. So 1, 2, one of these. Okay. And then 1 folded like so. And then another one of these. These you can make, okay, if you would want to do colored, it's so easy. You just do it the same way you would do coffee dyed. And then I'm going to do this way. You just do it the way you would do coffee dyed, okay? And then I used tie-dyed powder. Honestly, I'm sure you could use food coloring, but I used tie-dye powder. So there is one signature. And now I want, here we go, one of these for the front. All right, and then one of these. I think, yep. All right, and one of these. I'm just folding them, some with the picture on the outside, some with it in the inside, and then every other one of these. But yeah, you do it the same way you do coffee dyed paper. And then this one. This one and one more, and we can work on putting our signatures in. And then I'm trying to think, where's my middle? There it is. I'm trying to think whether or not I want to put any else in my signatures or just leave them like this. Let me think on it. Okay, I did add a few extras in there. I added in an envelope, a paper bag, and a card in each signature, just for a little something extra. I have my my bookbinding kit, my crocodile, and I need to make a template. So let me just grab a piece of scrap paper here that I can make a template on that's going to be big enough. Can I grab a piece that's big enough? Jeez Louise. Every piece I'm grabbing is not big enough, by the way. I just need one that's 7 inches long. Here we go. All right, I'm going to put this to the side, and we're going to cut this down to size. It needs to be 2 by 7. And I will show you the easiest way to make a template. Okay, this is how I do it. It's so easy. But I literally fold it in half. Okay, I fold it in half. Fold it in half. That is it. You fold it, fold it, fold it in half. Now you could eyeball this if you want it, if you wanted to. You don't have to be precise, honestly. But when I do a 2 signature, I try to be precise. If it was 1 signature, I'd be eyeballing it. Okay. So you're going to fold in, and you're going to fold into the middle like you're making bias tape in sewing. Okay. So now you have 3, but you don't need the 3, you just need the 2, right? We only have 2 signatures. I'm going to fold in half, fold in half. Okay. Fold in half again. Now, oh, I'm going to need my big bite. I'm going to need my big bite. I'm going to need my big bite. So, here, let me show you if you can see them. Here are like basically the lines, okay? There's these lines that are going down that way, and then there's this line that's going this way. Going all the way down. Okay, you see that? So I want to punch a hole here, 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 and here. We're going to label this top, so we know that's the top. Okay, so we're punching holes in this intersection, this one, and this one is where we're punching our holes. Okay, so I'm going to take, I need this at the big one, we're already at the big one, and I'm just going to start punching our template. Okay. Okay, so there's our template. Now, to do our this is the top. So I'm going to be smart and I'm just going to mark it so my template does not shift. So I'm going to cover this, and I'm doing it on the outside because the inside's fabric. So I'm just going to mark the holes. Okay. All right. And then we're going to do the same thing. I'm going to come and I'm going to, I know you can't see it, I hate the big bite. Okay. We're just going to punch our holes where those holes I drew were. Okay. All right. Okay. Done. Now, if you want, you could use eyelets. I'm not going to bother. All right. So now we have our first signature. Let's find the center. Here's the center. I'm going to clip these with my big clips. We don't want them to shift. Okay, and that's that one. And now I always do my second signature first when I add it into my journal. That way it's kind of out of your way. And I think I'm just going to use white thread today. All right, so we're going to find our center, which is right here. We're going to find our center, which is right here. We're going to get these clipped. Okay. Clip it, and I put the things down so it's clipping everything. Same with that. I'm going to do we don't want anything to shift, okay? Because things have shifted for me before and we don't want that. All right, and then we have our template. What happened to my template? It's right here, and here is the top. This is our back signature. So we're going to fold this. We're going to nestle this in to the fold. See that? I'm nestling it into the fold, and I'm just going to take my awl and shove it through, okay? All right, that one's done, and now we're going to get our needle. I forgot a needle. Okay, and where's my wax thread? Here's my wax thread. So I'm going to take 3 lengths of my journal, and that is how long we're going to use. And I'm going to pull this through. And we're going to start in the middle. In the middle, push through the middle on this side, and then we're going to come up and through the top Okay, and through the bottom. All right, and through the middle again. But we're not going to split the thread. We want to go on the opposite side of the thread, and we're going to pull tight. We want this tight, tight, tight. See, it's not tight enough. We want it tight. Okay, but not too tight that you're going to rip shit. It's a delicate balance. And then we're going to tie it 3 times and hope and pray I wasn't an idiot. And then I'm going to trim some of this off because I think I'm going to hang a charm off of it. So there is that signature. Okay? Look at it. So good. Now we have this one. And we're going to do the same thing. I'm going to clip it. I'm going to move this bag up to the middle more. And I'm going to clip. Okay. Oops. There is a fly buzzing around me. Dude, it's November. Go somewhere else. Okay, and then we're going to use this edge, because this, we're going to nestle that in and poke her all through. But you know what we're going to do? Make sure the top is at the top. That's alright. That one is fine. Yep, make sure the top is at the top. Okay. There we go. And then, once again, 3 lengths. And then this will be a video. And I will come back in the next one and do all the decorating and things that we're going to do to make this journal junky and pretty. But this is a pretty good start because we got the cover, we got all of that done. And the middle to the middle. Okay, right side up. Let's make sure we do that. I'm going to pull it through. And then, where is it? There it is. The top, through the top. Okay, and down through the bottom. This is a 3-hole, I think it's called, a 3-hole pamphlet switch. 3-hole pamphlet stitch, if I can speak. Okay, and then back in through the middle. Don't split your wax thread. And we're going to pull as tight as we can. We want it to be tight. And then we're going to triple knot it. Alright, I'm sorry this was a long video, but I did just build an entire journal from scratch, so guess you can't really complain about a long video when it's long. Sorry, that made no sense. Alright, there we go. And that, you guys, oh, jeez Louise. That, you guys, is a journal. And my boyfriend will be so happy because I had plenty of room to make it fat. There we go. We're going to add a charm on the outside. We're going to add these lights, maybe as a closure. I don't know yet. And then we have all of this stuff to add into our journal when we come back together in the next video. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope you enjoyed this. And I will link, guys, if I don't remember, because I'm pre-filming, okay? This is like the beginning of November. If I don't remember to link the junk journal kit, please remind me if you're interested, okay? Anyway, thank you so much for joining me. If you like this video, please hit the like button, subscribe if you're not already subscribed, and I'll see you guys in the next crafty video. Have a great rest of your day.